Hi, I'm Ashot. I called this episode the Waitress Universe. One evening, after a tense day full of mental activity, I was wandering through YouTube for relaxation and, without noticing, delved into nostalgic studies of the former USSR. In particular, I came across a rare video, Sports Lottery, Draw Number 5, from 1987. First, a flat propeller with its 4 blades long chased all 45 numbered balls in a circle. And then the outer circular wall bottom with a single cell exactly fitting one single ball magically went around the circle as if luring one of the 45 to fall into the embrace, leaving no more chances for all others. And that's exactly what happened soon. One ball fell into the cell and proudly rode around. All other balls vainly tried to get into the same cell. However, they could only helplessly slide over the top of our hero and roll, carried away by the flat propeller with its 4 blades further around the circle. A rather primitive yet flawlessly working mechanism. It's all logical. The cell is size perfectly matched. There is a room for it for exactly one ball. All others have no chance. Well, right? Let's give it a shot. I was looking at this wonder of the 80s and a certain parallel began to emerge in my mind. A parallel between the ball and human thought. This whole pile of 45 balls appeared to me as all possible thoughts of a person striving to take over his mind. However, for some reason, only one of them was able to penetrate it and, most interestingly, immediately make it impossible for any other thoughts to arise there. Yes, I remembered where such a parallel came from. There's an opinion that the human brain is not capable of holding 2 or more thoughts or emotions simultaneously, only one. So if you occupy the brain with some specific, for example, positive thought, then no other, for example, negative, simply cannot appear in it. The human brain, like an electromagnetic transmitter, and it actually is one, cannot broadcast simultaneously on 2 frequencies, only on one. This phenomenon was amazingly described by Jacqueline Eldana in her famous book, The 15 Minutes Miracle, which one day helped me create a couple of specific miracles in my life. The universal advice, known since childhood, think positively, or don't be so negative, plays in new colors now. All right, thoughts, feelings, emotions. Everyone knows these words. However, I know for sure each person has their own definitions and often doesn't exchange them with the one across the table. And then, not really hearing each other, they also philosophize on those topics. Therefore, I prefer to voice my definitions to you. So, thought. Thought is a theoretical information inside you, in the mind. It's abstract and not necessarily identified with you. It lives in the thinking brain. Example, friends are known in trouble. Feeling. Feeling is a practical information from outside read by your 5 senses inside you to identify an event. It's identified with you. It lives in the body, in the eyes, in the ears, on the tongue, in the nose, and on the skin. Example, oh, it hurts, it's hot. Emotion. Emotion is a physical reaction in the body from yourself to the outside to the just identified event. Lives in the emotional brain. Example, love, fear, and all other their countless derivatives. All right, we've got sorted out the concepts. Now, it's clear why during the emission of such a positive emotion as gratitude, the brain is simply incapable of emitting a negative one. Moreover, in the same miraculous way, the universe gives a person even more of what he is grateful for, changing his physical world. And I had a question, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Meaning, what comes first, the thought or the event? Well, in that case, let's have a look. Egg would be the thought, the idea, the theory. Then chicken will be event, body, feeling, emotion. You won't believe what I've discovered. Our today's external physical world, your chicken, if you can call it that, is exactly as you feel yourself right now in your feelings and emotions. And they are the consequence of you yourself, not of your parents, politicians or bosses, but your personal egg, which you made hatch with your thought. That is the answer to what came first, the chicken or the egg. And it's actually simple. Neither was first. Both the chicken and the egg have always existed simultaneously. And only in this way, by the way, does it make sense. They are both essentially two manifestations of the same phenomenon, reality. Therefore, an amazing opportunity opens up for all those dissatisfied with the chicken of their reality to consciously change their egg and allow a completely new beautiful chicken of reality to hatch from it. And here's how. You consciously create a very powerful specific thought in your mind, then create a corresponding very powerful emotion in your body, and since the brain doesn't distinguish imagination from reality, it will clearly create a corresponding event under this pair, thought emotion, meaning a new reality in your external physical world. Here's how Jacqueline Aldana suggests doing it. For 40 days, you daily write in a notebook with a pen and at the same time emotionally react as strongly as possible to what you write. Number 1, you tune your mind to positive waves to block negative ones. And with sincere gratitude, realize all aspects of your current unwanted reality. Number 2, as if in a restaurant, you call the waitress universe or infinite intelligence, quantum field, God, ether, whatever you call it. And while she's coming, you strongly emote on these aspects of your current unwanted reality. Number 3, at an already high vibration, you make a new order to the waitress universe for a dish of your new desired reality. Number 4, you visualize the desired dish of reality as realistically as possible, as if it has already happened. Number 5, you sincerely thank the waitress universe for preparing your dish and allow yourself to easily accept it. Here are some examples of how this has been working already. Volunteers in 3 groups trained their pinky muscle, bending and unbending it for 5 hours a day, 4 days a week. The first group trained physically, the second only by imagination, and the third didn't train at all. The result of the third is predictable. The pinky muscle grew by 0%. The first group with physics built it up 30%, but the second group, only imagining the work of the muscle, showed a growth of 22%, and this without touching the pinky. A man grew body with a thought. Another example, Joe Dispenza calls this epigenetics, above genetics, non-hereditary. The giraffe emotionally cursed for so long each time not reaching with its short neck to the high-growing leaves, that its neck kept stretching a little bit all the time. The same happened with the octopus and his dreams of camouflage under the environment, or with the cheetah and its dreams of easily catching up with the fastest antelopes. Here's what I want to say. In fact, you are a respected and desired visitor to the restaurant of life. Always try to voice your order to the waitress universe as clearly as possible, and powerful, positive emotions of gratitude will motivate the restaurant to serve you a truly exquisite dish, a new reality in your physical world.